Hello people, how's your day? How you doing? It's your girl Tally. This video is gonna be something I don't usually talk directly about, but it just deserved its own video, guys. And I am excited to tell you guys about my new diet. This is no joke. This could help somebody, so I have to let it be known, guys. So if you know my journey or a little bit about my journey, you know that your girl has really struggled with her eating habits, with just really struggled with eating habits. When I started actively trying to lose weight years ago, I noticed that no matter how much I worked out, even though I loved working out, when it came to food, I really did think that I had a problem, because no matter how much I tried restricting my eating, it just wasn't happening. Wasn't happening. I used to work out, run like 6 miles, and still go eat whatever, you feel me? Or even if I was able to restrict for a long period of time, I would end up binge eating like crazy. And binge eating was a huge problem. Binge eating like crazy, like you restrict for 2 weeks, and then one day you just eat everything in those 2 weeks that you thought that that you thought that you were getting rid of, or you thought that you were saying no to, right? So it's like, for the longest time, I thought I had a big problem. And I'm saying had now because the diet that I'm on currently, this new diet, I realized that I don't have a problem. Are you guys listening? I'm trying not to go and snap, because people be watching me make these videos, and I know I look crazy in this car talking to myself. Some people be watching my phone so they see what's going on. I know it's like, that's cringe, but y'all, I do not have a problem. For the longest time in my life, I thought, I really had a problem. But you know what the problem really was? The problem was the type of food that I was eating. And people, I don't know, don't get in your feelings about this, but I was eating all types of food. All the food that you eat, I was eating it, okay? I was trying all types of restaurants. I was eating my mother's food, which is majority. My mom cook a lot of different kind of food. She's like a little Americanized, but she cook a lot of Haitian food at the same time. So Haitian food, Jamaican food, Chinese food, Black American food, white people food. It don't matter what food I was having, y'all. Italian food, baby, going out to a restaurant and eating used to be one of my hobbies. I'm telling you right now, going out and eating, having a drink, that used to be one of my main hobbies in life, period. But it's crazy because fast food, we gotta put it all in there. No matter what I ate, I'm telling you right now, either it could not satisfy me. I wasn't full, or I was full for a minute and I was back hungry again, like shortly after. I think the only thing that really hold me for like the whole day, because there's some foods that there's like 2 foods I think that could hold me for a whole day, and that's the whole plate of griot complet, right? Griot complet. So that's mad griot, a whole bunch of rice, whole bunch of black rice. I always do the black rice, and I do some bun with the pickles. So that whole big plate, that's something I could eat maybe one plate in the middle of the day and not have to eat for the rest of the day. But what kind of food is that? Is that quality food? That's, for people who don't know what kind of food is that, that's Haitian food. So is that quality food? No, that's food that is not in line with the goals I was trying to achieve. My favorite food is like burgers. Still to this day, bro, but I just don't crave them no more. But favorite food is burgers. So like burgers with a whole bunch of different toppings with fries. Out of all the food I've eaten, yes, and I've eaten good food, quality food. I've eaten all kinds of food, okay? Yes, burgers are my favorite food. So with that being said, hence I love cookouts. So yeah, hey. Anyways, But other than that, people, everything I've eaten, it has never satisfied me. I've always had an issue with eating. It's probably was an emotional thing too. Like, food was really my go-to for whether I'm happy, mad, sad. And when I was trying to lose weight, I just figured out that it was a really big problem for me, guys. And I really thought that this was something I would have to go to therapy about. This is something I would fight for the rest of my life. Like, I really thought this was an issue, guys. Now, this new diet that I'm on is a diet that people are very familiar with, and it's a keto diet. The only difference with mine is I'm not cooking this food. All right, so this is another big caveat. I don't cook this food. I order this food online and they send it to my door. And I know I lost a lot of y'all with that, because a lot of y'all into that cooking, y'all into, saving money. Good for you guys. I'm sorry. Good for you guys, because I don't like cooking, and I can't cook as well as those foods. If I wanted to try, of course I could, but I don't cook as well is the food that they sending me. Because the food that they send me, there's a mixture. It's like a mixture of so much like great food, so much different combinations. It's fresh, never frozen food. Fresh, never frozen. It's not no processed food, no preservatives. It's like food that they insulate it in a box. They insulate this food in a box for you, and it's perishable. So it's like, if you don't eat it within a certain time, I think they give you like a week to eat it. If you don't eat it within a certain time, it's gonna spoil. Like any good food, like food that you could leave in your fridge for a long time, that be the food with all the chemicals and the processed food. That's the food that you don't want. But this food it's high quality food, hence why is it so expensive. All right, so I'll tell you later how much I pay for it. But yes, the food is on the expensive side. So this is not me recommending it to anybody, even though I do recommend the food. It's quality, very tasty food. Like, it's great food, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm on this diet, and it's called the keto diet. This diet is high in fat and high in protein and low in carbs. When I say high in fat, I mean like meals that I eat are between 40, they're usually somewhere between 40 and a little bit under 60 grams of fat. The protein is also between 40 and a little bit under. Is it between like 40 and 50 grams of protein? So 40 and 50 grams of protein, and that would be like between 40 and 60 grams of fat. And then like the most fat I seen was like 58 grams of fat. Nevertheless, it's a lot of fat. I'm eating this food, and you know what? If I said that, oh, this food is too expensive, I can't eat it, I can't spend my money on this, I would have never found out the truth. I would have never came to the realization what it really is. I would have went about my life thinking that I still had a problem. And this food that I eat, because it's so high in fat, because it's so high in protein, I realize I do not have a problem with food. I don't have a problem. When I eat that food, my body is officially satisfied. I'm telling you, even after the surgery, because even the surgery, I can't eat as much as I used to. I can eat more now. Over time, I'll be able to eat more, but I can eat more now. But even the food I was eating before, even though I was eating it, it still was like it still probably just did not have enough macronutrients, which is the right amount of protein, carbs, and fat to satisfy what my body needed. Because you have to know what works for you. You have to know what your vessel needed, right? So whatever I was eating before, even that wasn't enough to satisfy me, because I felt like not the same habits coming back, but I felt me eating more. Even though I can't eat a lot, I can eat like little by little, and I felt me always still being hungry. Even though I could stop myself from eating, I'm still always hungry, and every minute I'm looking for a little something to put in my stomach. And I'm thinking I have a problem, and I don't really have a problem. It's just the food I was eating did not have the right macronutrients, and macronutrients is just protein, carbs, and fats, and just nutrients. So the food I was eating has not, up until now, has not had the right macronutrients that my body needed. So all this time I'm thinking I have a problem. My body is just really starving and telling me, Tally, I need this, and you're not giving it to me. I need this. Like I'm feeding my body sweets. I'm feeding it a whole bunch of carbs that it does not prosper. It does not benefit from carbs. Okay, carbs just make you feel full, make you bloated, and it make you tired. Carbs, it's like, it doesn't really do much. I know carbs is not the bad guy, but carbs for me, I know other people may be different, but carbs for me, it's not that beneficial. For me, obviously, I see that it is the high fat and the high protein, because let me tell you, let me look you dead in your face when I tell you this, your girl is not hungry. Many of you don't realize how serious that is. I am not hungry. I can eat a meal, whether that's lunch and dinner, and be good. My body is not screaming, oh, I need more, I need more. I remember even like I was eating when I eat Chick-fil-A, and I'm not trying to bash nobody. Chick-fil-A, their food is so good, trust me. But I remember eating a meal, and a meal is like what? A lemonade, them fries, and I usually get a spicy chicken deluxe. I'm eating that, and after I eat it, I feel like it's like nothing. I feel like it's nothing. I feel like it goes into like some kind of black hole in my stomach, and very shortly after, I'm hungry again. It does nothing for me macronutrient wise. And that was really like most food I was eating up until now, because when you're a kid, you don't have any decision on what you really eat, and so that it's like that till you like 18 or something, and then by the time you 18, you're just following those same old habits that you picked up when you were a kid, until finally I get to the point of realization, like, I need to make a change in my life, because how I'm eating is not, the result of it is not doing me any good. It's not producing the look I want. It's not producing the physical result that I want, how I'm eating. So I have to change. And I spent so much time looking for the right food for me, trying to try different things, like for weight loss, struggling with weight, struggling with my journey. And I finally found it. Because you don't understand when I'm saying I am not hungry. I am not hungry. I've been hungry for years. This sounds crazy, because people don't talk about that. People don't talk about gluttony. People talk about other things, but people don't talk about like eating disorders on this side. But it's not even an eating disorder no more. I thought it was, but it's not. It's just my body needed something that it was not getting. It needed something, and what it needed the high fat, and it needed the high protein. And I've said this about a few things in the past, and I'm serious. 100% changed my life. And it goes to show you, what if I was thinking with a I forget the word we use. If I was thinking, I usually think with a prosperous, abundant mindset. But if I was thinking with I forget the word. I haven't used it in a while, because I haven't been on that side in a while. But if I was thinking with a scarcity, there you go, a scarcity mindset. And I didn't want to try different things, because everything I've been trying lately, when it comes to my weight loss journey, I had to invest a lot of money into this journey. I had to step out on faith and invest money wherever I needed it to make things come to pass. I had to invest money in the VSG surgery. I had to invest money in a trainer. I had to invest money in everything when it comes to the gym. You feel me? Like new clothes. That count too. All right. I had to invest money in the food I eat. I had to invest money in going to the grocery store and shop. So I'm telling you, if I had what is called a scarcity mindset, I wouldn't invest this amount of money into my health and my weight loss, and I would still be unhappy, and I would still be searching, and I would still be frustrated, and I would still be in that crazy, that poor cycle that I was in about about just losing my weight loss battle. But because I'm not afraid to invest whatever, because I'm very hard up about my goals and what I want, I was able to invest that money to see the results I want to see. And it's no different than me investing that money to participate in this this meal plan. And through this meal plan, I was shown that, yo, I don't have a problem. You know how big that is, thinking you have a problem because you see what's going on, and then you find out, no, you don't have a problem. You just not eating the right food with the right amount of nutrients for your body. And now I'm not hungry, guys. That's the biggest message. I'm not hungry anymore. I'm not hungry. When I eat, I'm satisfied. And I realized it was like a big thing. I realized this was serious because Saturday night I go to a restaurant with some friends, and I'm looking at the menu, and it's like, before, like I told you, going out eating, that was like a big hobby that I love to do. Now it's not even a hobby. And then I'm looking at the menu, and it's not that the menu wasn't a good menu. The menu was a good menu. It wasn't a bad menu at all. There was some great things that maybe before, when my whole mindset was the same, was different. Like, I have a different mindset now, but when my mindset was, when I had the old mindset, those options on the menu was great options that I used to love. But I'm looking at this menu, and it's like nothing is exciting me, because food is not the comfort zone for me no more. Food is not a comfort zone. It's not a safe zone. I don't emotionally eat no more. And check this out. This is probably not healthy, but because I knew I was gonna eat that night, I didn't eat much. I think I drank a protein shake, but I didn't really eat any solid food. I didn't eat no solid food at all for the whole day, waiting to go eat. That's probably not healthy, so don't do that. But I get to the restaurant, and I'm not even hungry. I'm not even hungry for no type of food like that. Also, I've been intermittent fasting, so I only eat between the hours of noon and 9. So I only eat lunch and dinner, those 2 meals. I eat those 2 meals that they send me, 2 meals, and that's what I do. And I don't eat after 9. So from 9 p.m. to 12 noon, I'm fasting. That's like the fasting period. I think that's like 15 hours. So, but I get to this restaurant. So my body's used to fasting. I've been also fasting for other reasons too lately. So my body's used to fasting, and I get to this restaurant. I'm looking at the menu. There's nothing appealing to me, because the way I used to relate to food was in an emotional way. It was like, oh my God, this is so good. And I used to think about it and be, fantasizing about food in my head. And the food is never lives up to the fantasy. This is how it gets you. Like, the food never lives up. You fantasizing about the food, and when you taste the food, it never lives up to how good you thought it was. That's really the trick. But now that I'm eating the way I'm supposed to eat, I've been on this you could call it a diet. I guess I called it a diet, but I'm really prepared to eat this way for the rest of my life, because this is completely satisfying. Completely satisfying. I don't think about food. I don't daydream about food no more. I'm not constantly hungry. Like, game changer, period. And as I'm saying, like, I don't relate to food how I used to relate. It's not a safe place for me. It's not my addiction, quote unquote. It's nothing to me. It's not my place, my enjoyment, my fun no more. So I'm looking at this menu, and it's literally, I don't even want to eat nothing. But I had to just choose something just to choose something, because number one, I didn't eat all day, so I needed to eat. Like, my body needs to eat, so I'm eating instead of eating out of excess, now I'm just eating out of necessity. 2, because I did the keto diet for 2 weeks straight, no cheating, by the way. 2 weeks straight, no cheating. That's crazy for me. 2 weeks, no cheat day. That's crazy. The old me doing that's crazy. That's how you know I'm not even the same person. And 2 weeks, no cheating, but I needed to cheat so my body doesn't plateau with the diet. So I need to eat some carbs that I wasn't eating. So I need to eat that. And 3rd, you out to dinner with friends every day, everybody ordering a plate. You got to order a plate. So it just made sense. So I ordered something, and later on I got hungry after we hung out. But that was it, people. So that's how I know, like, a big change has happened. I no longer struggle with food. I never even really had a problem with food. I just wasn't eating the right macronutrients for my body. So if that's you, then maybe it's not the keto diet for you. Maybe it's not, you need the high protein, high protein, high fat. I really wish that I could tell you that, oh, it could have been you, like maybe a balanced diet worked for you, right? A balanced diet could probably work for you. And a balanced diet means that you're not high protein, you're not high fat, or you're not high carb. You're just like balanced with it. And I wish I could have been a balanced person. I wish I could be the person that could eat balanced. But before I tried the keto diet, I did weeks, maybe months of cooking at home, eating a balanced diet. So some carbs, some protein, some fat, like so veggies, meat, and I did sweet potato or veggies and meat. I tried that and it didn't work for me. It did not work for me. So it definitely didn't have enough protein, definitely did not have enough fat, and definitely probably had sometimes it didn't even have carbs, but when it did have carbs, it was probably too much. So I say all that to say this: it maybe try your balanced diet. If it works for you, that's good. And and this is for people who their goal is weight loss as well. So if you're not trying to lose weight, then this video is probably not for you. But I wish the balanced diet would have worked for me, but it doesn't, because I tried it. But keto works for me. So if the balanced diet works for you, try to do the balanced diet. But if not, you got to try something new, because we can't be stuck in these same cycles over and over again. Win, fall, or just fail. I can't do that. And I know I couldn't do that. So I had to find a way. So I'm gonna get desperate. Anytime I get desperate to find a way for whatever I need to do, I go crazy. I go hard. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna make it happen. And because of that, now I'm like free. I feel I'm free of the issue. I don't even have an issue no more. It's said and done, folks. So find what works for you. Find what your body wants for your body. Find what works for you. All right. So have a good one. Gotta go. Love you guys. I'll see you soon.